Welcome back, fam. We are back with another week of our couples power rankings. Is that right? We again with Married at First Sight season 11, and I guess this is kind of like it was episode 11 this past week, and we're I guess kind of like week 6 or so, somewhere in there of the experiment, the marriage, whatever, the whole thing going. Married at First Sight. So we're back doing our rankings. Once again, I'm Blythe.
And I'm Brandon.
And before we get into it,
we're going to get right into it. But before we do, like my lovely wife said, if you haven't done so already,
make sure.
Okay, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get post notifications so you know whenever we're dropping a new video, okay? We're dropping new content throughout the week. Like I said previously, we're going to be adding some shows here soon. I think we're going to be adding 90 Day Fiancé. It's coming up here soon. We're going to be adding that. We're going to be adding some other shows as well. Okay, so make sure you stay plugged in. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Okay, hit the like button. All right. I think if we just get like 5 likes, just give me 5 on this one.
Yeah.
Just give me 5 likes on this video and we're good. Okay, and then hop in the comments. Let us know what your top 5 for this week is. I think there's gonna be a little bit of shuffling in our power rankings today. I know I've got some in mind, so let us know where you guys are at with the couples. And that's about it.
All right, let's get started. What do we got?
Number 5.
Number 5.
What you got?
Yeah, so for me, number 5 is, I believe I said this last week, and again, it's gonna be Brett and Olivia. This week, there was no change for the better. It kept going down. I definitely think Olivia is over Brett. Brett, I just can't place him. I'm like, I don't know. Is he over her? Is it the sarcasm because he's really feeling some kind of way? I don't know, but I don't see it working out. They're not flowing. I don't see it lasting. Yeah. So for me, number 5 is gotta be Brett and Olivia.
Yeah, I got some shuffling in my power rankings this week. Christina and Henry have held down the bottom spot in mine for the first 2 power rankings, but today, boo, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Brett and Olivia, man.
Olivia.
It wasn't. Did I just hold that up? Upside down. Brett and Olivia. It was bad this week, man, and it's just getting progressively worse with them. Like, they're just not on the same page. And like I said, I think that they have the potential to work, but both of them are really stubborn and hard-headed and just are not wanting to compromise and budge at all. Brett is just, he's a jerk, and I don't know if it's because he doesn't like her or doesn't care, or if it's just, that's just who he is and he can't change it.
Or his defense mechanism if he's feeling like hurt or something, and that's where he goes or something. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
But either way, like, you know what I mean? That has to be addressed, and until it does, they don't have a chance because she can't stand it. I don't even think she likes being around him. They're probably about to be getting into a quarantine situation, which is only probably going to make matters worse. So I have them at number 5 this week. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, on to number 4. For me, number 4, I'm gonna have to do Christina and Henry. I mean, you know, if you watched the episode, I wasn't mad at the situation that happened between Christina and Henry. I actually like the fact that Christina addressed it. You know, and it's not about how Henry felt or his answer, but to me, he wasn't trying to address it. And again, I was like, it's like another disconnect there with communication. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I do think she wants to make it work, but I just don't see it going far with that if they're going to continue to be like that to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Number 4 for me. It's the same. Christina and Henry. Yeah, they're normally on the bottom, but I saw they had their differences, but I saw some progress. You know, Christina. I know a lot of you feel some type of way about Christina. And that's warranted. I don't think, she's the best person.
Right.
She's not someone that I would, hang out with. And she's far from perfect. I guess we just felt like, she's making an effort to, help. I feel like she's coming from a good place. I feel like she wants the relationship to work and that she wants him to get past some of the hang-ups.
Maybe she didn't communicate it the best way.
She didn't communicate it the best way. I will say that.
Right, yeah.
And so I understand y'all's point on that. She didn't communicate it the best way. Probably could have said it in a more politically correct, packaged way. But I think at the heart of what she's trying to do, I think she wants the relationship to move forward. I think she wants Henry to, move forward from whatever it is that's been holding him back, whatever it is that happened in the past. So
That's true.
I see them trying to take steps in a positive direction. I still don't think there's any way that they're going to make it past the 8 weeks. Right. But they had a better week than Olivia and Brett. So I got them in number 4.
All right, now for number 3. For me, number 3 is gonna be Miles and Karen. Lord knows. They are, if I can get this up here, they're progressing. They are progressing. I still don't really get Karen. I feel for my boy Miles. Because I don't agree with that intimacy off the table thing, but whatever. I just feel like there needs to be, I'm not saying all the way, but some sort of affection, letting each other know how you feel, where you stand. I think that needs to be in there. It's a marriage at this point, so stop. But there is potential there, so I'm like, we'll see. I'm not sure how long, you know what I mean? But there is potential there, yeah. So that's all I got for them.
Alright, I think our rankings might be the same this week. I've got Miles and Karen as well at number 3. Just like you said, they have some potential. It's moving slowly. I'm kind of starting to lean back towards comparing them to Greg and Deanna a little bit. A little different, but a little bit, just kind of starting off slow, but then actually working in the end. So I do see that. I do not agree with the intimacy necessarily off the table, unless, Miles was really all for it, and I don't think he was, looking at his face.
That's true. Both people agreeing.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's a bad concept. I see where Dr. Viviano was going with it.
That is true.
But it didn't look like Miles was happy about that.
Exactly, 2 agreeing. So it was like,
it puts him in a rough spot, because like I said, like as a guy, like you can't like disagree and not look bad in that situation. So it didn't look like he was comfortable with it. So I don't agree with it. I think, his needs need to be taken into account as well in this marriage. And I think so far it's been all of Karen's needs. So we're trying to cater to Karen, and
hopefully we'll see that change here in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we'll see that change.
Hopefully we'll continue to see some of that change. It seems like she's kind of sort of trying, but number 3 for now.
Yeah. All right, number 2, for me this week, my number 2 is gonna be Woody and Amani, and y'all know they're my favorite couple. I love them. They're my favorite couple.
Wow.
Woody and Amani. Woody and Amani. Oh God, I love them. Like, I love them. I think they're great. I think they're awesome. Oh gosh. My only thing though with Woody and Amani is, okay, they seem to get along well. They're great. I mean, hey, they got that physical, that sexual attention, attraction. They're on point, right? But, and they've had a few moments, but I think now we do need to see some more real moments though. Okay. Because relationship, marriage, everything, now it is not all touchy-feely, lovey-dovey all the time. So, I mean, and I think they're on a great track. I'm not saying they're on the wrong track or anything, but maybe we do need the experts to come in and talk about some other things too, maybe?
That's a good point.
So, not to say that they're not going to, because I think they got it, I think they're good, but maybe some little things could be talked about and addressed now to kind of hash it out now, you know what I'm saying? Because look, eventually they will come up, right? The longer you're married, it's gonna come up.
Right.
So yeah, I might want to see a little more of that coming here soon. Here, maybe we will. Like you said, the quarantine.
Okay. You got me reconsidering my top two. I'm actually gonna switch it up this week.
Okay.
I've got Bennett and Amelia at number 2.
Okay.
I just think the whole residency is getting heavier and heavier now. I think she's gonna find out within the next couple weeks here where she's going, and so I think we've kind of been able to just kick it down the road. But I think now it's something that they're getting ready to have to really face. Haven't gotten just a definitive yes, no matter where it is, I'm going from Bennett. And I think Amelia she's all in, but she's kind of wanting to, push issues to the side and not really talk about things that, Bennett is concerned about, that Bennett's trying to get the answer to. And I don't see that they have really addressed some of those things head on. So I have them at number 2. I mean, I still think they are definitely good for each other. I think that they will make it past 8 weeks. But I think that that decision is kind of looming, and it's a possibility. I feel like my number 1 couple, I feel like they're gonna make it regardless. So right now, I have them at number 2.
All right, well, my number 1 is going to be Bennett and Amelia. You're right. That is still looming, the whole residency location thing, and that's something they got to deal with. But I'm hopeful. I think they're going to move past it, and I think they're going to be good. I guess the good thing, I like how I saw how Bennett, he's talked about things in the past, like with Amelia, like what you just said, pushing things off. But even how he talked to Henry about like looking at things different, the confidence thing. And with that, I thought, like I know he comes off kind of playful and everything, and like, oh, whatever in the clouds. But I was like, Bennett, it's a lot more to you. Exactly. Like you can look past things. You can look a little deeper at things. It's not just so surface. And I thought it was good. And so when that whatever decision is that hits, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, it might be easy. They're like, yay, we're good, but it might be a little something difficult. But I think they're gonna come to agreement on it, and yeah, I think they're gonna be good.
Okay, all right. Number 1 for me, I got Woody and Amani this week. I'm not gonna lie, the point that you made does have me kind of thinking about it, but
wanting to see a little more.
I mean, and that's what I've been saying pretty much from the jump is, things are going great with them. They have that chemistry, but it feels like there's, the deeper conversations are not necessarily being had. Difficult topics are not necessarily being broached, and that's a good point, because for whatever reason, the couples that I guess seem to be doing good, like the top 2 couples, didn't get a session with the counselors.
They didn't get a session.
And I think they need it.
Yeah, everybody still needs a session. Yeah.
I'm a proponent, and I'm gonna be honest that I think all married couples should go through counseling. At some point.
Yeah, because I even questioned the beginning. Like, did they do some sort of counseling? I don't know. I guess they didn't do couples because they didn't know each other. But did they do individual counseling with them in the matchmaking or something? I wonder. I question that. I don't know.
But
I think they should have.
Right. I don't think counseling is like, oh, our marriage is like failing. Let's go to counseling to try to save it. I think counseling should be a part of even a strong marriage, because sometimes there are things that you guys may not be just addressing just to keep things going good, or whatever the case may be. I think Woody and Amani, things are going great, but I think the counselors need to step in to kind of ask some of those questions that they may not be wanting to broach, because everything's going so good, they don't want to make anybody uncomfortable or anything like that.
I agree.
Sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off. Hey, let's get to these issues.
Or sometimes we too like, oh, it's just, how we be a little cloudy, like, oh, it's good, it's good, you know what I mean? Look, get a little cloudy, and it's like, let's come on now, let's pull it back, get real, you know what I mean? Sometimes, how you can overlook some little things.
Exactly.
Like, oh, it's cool.
And that's what happens a lot of times. A lot of times there's red flags.
Yeah,
and true. Because, the relationship is so good and you got that infatuation feeling, you don't want to pay attention to those red flags because you don't want it to bust y'all's bubble. I think they kind of need someone to start poking away at that bubble the infatuation that they had.
I mean, and you're right about the marriage counseling and even the individual counseling, like all that's needed. Because I look at Karen, like
she needs.
If some of them things could be addressed, I don't think they would be at this spot where they have this little.
Yeah, I think she needs to talk through some things because every time Miles tries to, get deep and actually talk about stuff,
because he opens up and
she kind of plays it off like, says it with kind of like a smug grin or whatever because she doesn't want to face it.
Look at Henry.
Yeah.
Like Christina, look, Christina talked about her issues. She said she got problems. She said she had issues. She said it, didn't she?
Yeah.
She said that. She said, look, this is my problem. I got this problem. Harry, now when you try to say something, well, Harry, what's going on here? Well, nothing. There's nothing there. I'm fine. There's nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to work through some things. So, but yeah, I got him at number 1 for this week. We'll see how things go this week. But this is our top 5.
These are our rankings this week.
So, yeah, let us know what your top 5 are.
Comment.
Let us know if you're Team Blythe or if you're Team Brandon. Not a whole lot of difference between the top 5s, but there's a slight difference at the top. So let us know who you guys have at the top. Let us know what your top 5 is. Let us know what you think about the couples and what we talked about in this particular episode.
Right.
And yeah, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers.
That's right. You know it's coming up. Right?
It's coming up. We've got the 1K giveaway coming up. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be coming out with the details of that.
Yes.
Hit the like button. We just need 5 this week. Just 5.
That's all.
Just need 5. Just 5 of you. Just hit the like button and we're good.
That's right.
And hop in the comments, like I said. Other than that,
That's it.
we'll see you guys next week.
All right.